I'll also repeat. So noun classes, which you have been waiting for the topic. Noun class in Kiswahili, we call it ngeli. Ngeli. And it's one of the, after understanding the basics of Kiswahili, as you have understood and gone through, you come to realize that noun class is it's a topic which you can't hide from it, because it's what connects it makes the sentences in Kiswahili smooth and also makes sense. But already you are aware of the basic noun class. Sorry, killing some mosquitoes. So you already know these noun class. Mu, mua, stroke, awa. That is what we usually do at first. And I give you an example. Under mua, we have done first person, second, and third. We have done that. Nina pika, which is I am cooking. Una pika. And the third, ana pika. We have already done that. The three persons. But now you will forget about first and second person. And we'll be working on the third person. Yes, you'll use in your sentences, but when I'm saying this is like when we are talking about the animals and the rest. And the plural is wana pika. If you are seeing this, you can see there is something with a and wa. Anapika, the subject prefix, and wa, wanapika, the subject prefix. If I make it a good sentence, mtoto anapika, the plural will be watoto wanapika. Yeah. So you see, here you can see two things happening. There's which is this one here, and watoto, the mua, and then wa. What do I mean? So mtoto, okay. Watoto is the mua part, and then anapika wanapika, which is already up here, the awa. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is that when you look at noun class, it will be categorized into two groups. And the mua, which I'm talking of, is morphology. And the anapika, wanapika, which is awa, awa is syntax. Don't worry about these big names, but it's just good to not mention. What I mean is that when we are looking at noun class, what it will be telling us is the plural and singular form of a word. Morphology is the noun. How does the noun behave? And then the syntax is the conjugation of the noun. In this case, you can say even the subject prefix, the way we are seeing it. How does it conjugate? And that is why we have the syntax. Okay. Any question up to there? Okay. So basically what we'll be looking at is singular. It's like telling us plural and singular form of a word and its conjugation. That is basically what is noun class. Okay, so with that, I'll also say, please note that the syntax is more heavier than the morphology. Why? I give you an example. In Kiswahili, a leader is called kiongozi. A leader is called kiongozi, and the plural of kiongozi is viongozi. And this one is under noun class, ki, v. Don't worry, we are going to go through. If you don't, you have not yet gone through it, or if you don't, I think I mentioned it some day back. But just for you to get kiongozi, viongozi, kivi, and this is kivi. So if I'm making a sentence, let's say again, I'll use anapika. So the leader is cooking. Kiongozi anapika. And the plural, viongozi wanapika. If you can notice, you'll see that the key V has been used on what? A human being, because we actually say special people, we Kiswahili tend to give them KI. It behaves like key V. But the syntax has remained intact. It's our. Another example, baba anapika, and still baba does not have a plural, right? So we'll say baba wanapika. So again, this one will the our is what will tell you the noun class and also the form, like is it in plural or singular. So the syntax is more heavier than the morphology. And this is because that as we will go through, you'll realize that the nouns, not all nouns will follow the rule of the noun class. And we have already example. Mtoto watoto, it has followed the rule. But kiongozi, it has behaved a different way, and baba has behaved in a different way.
So yeah. Daniel, can I ask a question?
Sure.
The kiongozi, which noun class would you say it belongs to? Kivi or mwa?
Kiongozi belongs to mua.
Mwa. So actually it is following the noun class rules. It just belongs to a different one than it would look if you trusted the morphology. But you're saying that the syntax, the beginning of the verb is more important in Swahili grammar than the beginning of the noun, the morphology, and that's the rule. Okay.
Yes. And it's because that, why are we saying it's under our, not or mua, is because it's a human being, and we said human beings belong under mua. So that's why it is having the weight there. And we'll have different nouns giving in a different way, but the syntax is what will be intact. So what is my point? As we learn these noun classes, we need to look at both the morphology and the syntax. So when you say the noun class, you already know how does it behave in morphology. It's mua, our, kivi, like that. You'll be doing that. Anyway, are we good up to there? So, Alessia, any question? Anyone with a question up to there, so that we go to the next step?
And what would be the verb, what would be the syntax for the kiwi morphology class? So I would change pika for the real kiwi, yeah?
Oh, it will be kiwi. Actually, that is what I want us to go next now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you said that the key is for important people, but it's
Special.
also,
Special, not important. I don't know. Anyway, yeah,
but it's
something
also
like that.
Kitungu, Bitungu,
Hmm?
but also onions. We learned just on the market. It's Kitungu and Bitungu, which is also the key.
Kitungu, vitungu, yes, but I was saying if it's someone like a human being, and the word is having kivi. It is like a group of special people. The names have kivi. I don't know if I've answered you. Because something like another one, kipofu, vipofu. These are blind person. Kiwete, viwete. Kipofu is blind person. Kiwete is someone who cannot walk. Do you call them handicapped or what?
Someone who?
Who has a problem with their walking, like their legs have problems.
No, is man.
Lame.
Lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like such people, we tend to have examples of their names, their kivi. But yeah, and that and like that category of people will have their names bearing that, but they're in Mua. I've not mentioned, I've not gone to kivi as a like noun class in whole. I'm just saying they behave like kivi, but they belong under Mua. I don't know if I've answered you, Sarah. Huh, Alessandro?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Sarah?
Yes, it's okay. So normally it's like something else, but there's like some people who have the key, and then when it's about human beings, it belongs to the class.
Yes.
Okay, if not, then it's another class.
Yeah.
Like onion, another class.
Yeah.
Is this the class of people with problems?
A leader, as a leader, I have a problem.
He has loads of people following him.
I think.
How do you say deaf? How do you say deaf?
Deaf. Kiziwi.
So same class.
Yeah. That's why I said I call them special people. I call them special people. Yeah. Okay. So.
What do you call a divorcee?
Okay, first, you write, eh?
What do you call a divorcee?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
A divorcee. Somebody who's divorced.
Oh. What do divorced person? By the way, what do you call it? Or her? That one, to be honest, I don't know. I know to divorce is kutaliki, but mtalikiwa? We'll see.
Okay, no, it's fine. I wanted to see whether it's in the same class.
Oh, it's also the special person.
Yeah.
I don't know actually, but it's good. It's a good question to ask. Because divorce is talaka, but a divorcee, it will be mtalaka. Oh, I was right. It will be mtalaka, watalaka. Are those special? Anyway, let's go to the other one. I want to take you to the other noun classes. I guess already you know, because you have your book there. So, because you have already mentioned key V, let's just go to key V class. Key V class, and the syntax is also key V, but it has to what do you call it? Groups whereby, for example, when it's key V, we also have CH and VY. And also in the inside, it will be CHVY. Kiatu. Kiatu means shoe. Example, kiatu. I'm trying to get one with, now I'm remembering one with which is also chura, vura, but this one behave under, this one behave under, this is frog. So again, it's a mua. It's just an example as I remember. Ah, yeah, a good example. Because this one will go under maua. Which one? Chumba, vyumba. This is a small house, or maybe a room, and the plural. Also, this one is CHVY. So how will we going to conjugate? Kiatu is shoe, sorry. Shoe. So I'll give an example. Kiatu as ton. Kimeraruka. Kuraruka is to talk. Let me write the spellings. That's what I mean. And the plural will be viatu vimeraruka. Chumba, I'll try to use kuwa. Kilikuwa kidogo. Vyumba vilikuwa vidogo. The house was small, or the room was small. The room was small. And then the rooms were small. The conjugation of key V, when it's CHVY, it will be mostly maybe when we are conjugating adjectives. Because, yeah, mostly when we are conjugating adjectives. But when it's subject prefix, we don't. It's like we don't use the CH. Okay, when do we use the CH? Just something for you to know. When we are conjugating, with like the next thing, conjugating, and the conjunctor is a vowel. For example, we have Emma. You all know Emma, right? Emma, like in Njema, good. So I'll say Chema. because it's a vowel which is connecting with it. And yeah, so that is the most cases. When it is the next thing is just the conjunctor is a consonant. Like you see, this case we said kimeraruka, so it was meraruka. Here you put ki because you need the I to go next to the consonant. Just those simple conjugation rules which we are mentioning. Any question up to there? Actually, I've not mentioned which words, right? And the key V is mostly on things. Key V goes with things. Things, yeah, to special people, as we are mentioned, sometimes the words will belong here, but they belong under mua, but generally things. And also body parts, part of the body, like kichwa, vichwa, head, kiuno, viuno. What is this? Waist. And others. Now, when we'll be doing more vocabulary work, we'll be able to see these words. But yeah, we have body parts. The body parts cut across the noun classes, most of the noun classes. I suggest the best way of learning it is just knowing the body parts and then you go putting into brackets the noun classes. Yeah. Any question up to now, up to there on?
But like a frog, it's animal. Like there is an animal noun
Yes.
class, or it's because it's like it's not a mammal. Like, is there any reason why
All
it has the
animals.
same-
I gave this and then I said like, this belongs under the mua because it's an animal. Be it an
okay.
yeah, animals, insects, fish, everything belong to mua. Yeah, all animals. It's only that when I was giving example, I remember chura, viura, and then I said this under mua, it's not under kivi, but it's
okay, okay, I didn't get it then. Okay, thanks.
Then the chumba, viumba, now a good example, a more concrete one. Yeah. Other question? I want us to do this, and then when we are done, we try to do these and this using noun classes, because I know this is something which you have gone through over and over again. So we'll do like one example of how do we use the noun classes. Okay. We go on. Are we good, everyone? Okay. Alessandro says he's okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, Kevin.
Yes.
Okay. Good. The good thing about Sarah, if she's not okay, she'll make sure I know. So I know she's good. But, Sawa, Sarah?
Sawa, sawa.
Oh. Okay.
It's arriving.
Sorry?
On Sunday, my new laptop arrives, then I have a camera again.
I didn't get what she said.
My camera is broken, my whole laptop. So on Sunday, I'm gonna have a new laptop with camera.
Oh. That's good. Good news. Yeah, you have waited for that laptop for long. Pole sana.
I know.
So I take you to the trees, the noun class of trees. Noun class of trees. Is it trees or plants? Yes, all of them. And this one is mmi, and its conjugation is u-e. So the same way I've said, it's anyway, a plant is a tree, right? Yeah.
I would say a tree is a plant. But...
Which is the big umbrella? Is it the plant or the tree?
I've heard plant, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. I'll say, because that one reminds me, yeah, plants stroke trees.
Is that flora, maybe?
Sorry?
Yes, good one.
Flora?
Huh?
You can say flora, maybe.
Oh, okay. That's more deep. I didn't do botany, so I'm not.
Emerson.
Anyway, in this one, it's mmi or ui, and I'll give you a very this one is like, what happens is we'll behave like mti umeanguka. Kuanguka is to fall, and miti imeanguka. The trees have fallen. Kuanguka is to fall. I'll just put into bracket fall, like the meaning of the verb. The reason why I was saying this is because, again, we know the fruit orange is chungwa. So if I want to say the orange tree, I'll say mchungwa. And many of them will be michungwa. Yes. Orange. Yeah. So when you want to put, okay, my orange is wrong. Orange, well, my spellings are wrong. Like that, okay. Like when you're talking about fruits, the fruit, you put M to bring the tree. Let's try mango. Do you know mango?
Embe.
Embe. Embe is the fruit, right? And maembe anyway, the plural. I don't want to put this one right now. Let me just say mango. This is a mango. So how will you call it a tree? How will you make it a tree? Please make me proud. Here you
Embemti.
Okay, good try. But Alessia, you're saying something.
Membe.
Membe.
Miembe.
And miembe. Very right. But there's something small you have missed. But you are right. The phonetics part. So when it's M, we usually put a W. When the conjunctor is a vowel, you put a W. Yeah. But we'll give you 99. Right. So yeah, actually good job, because here I'll also put into bracket MW. Up there. Can be MMI or MWMI. Muembe, miembe.
How do you say avocado tree?
Avocado is what first?
Parachichi.
Parachichi. So Is it mparachichi? And I'll need to confirm too. I'm not sure about it. Yeah, you can say mparachichi. But I'm not 100% sure. In case it's something wrong, you can just add mti and then say tree of the fruit. That can also be a way of saying if you forget. But it should be mparachichi. Mparachichi sounds good. You know, Kiswahili is all about the sounds. I feel mparachichi is smooth. But I'll check, I'll confirm. I think it's mparachichi, but I'll confirm with my dictionary after the class and confirm with you. Anyway, so those are the trees. What else? And me and other things. But these other things will be very clear. Will be very clear, showing you the M and MI in singular and plural. So something you also need to notice that now, henceforth, when you learn a new noun, you need to know the, like, you can see the trend of the morphology. It will also help you. It will be a clue. It will be a clue. Okay, so the trees are part of the body. For example, mkono, mikono. Mkono, mikono, hand. Hands. Mguu, miguu. Legs. I'll just write one meaning, but you know it's both singular and plural, among others. Okay. So, any question up to there? Did I make a sentence? Yes, I made. Mti umeanguka, miti imeanguka. So, now the next one will go to the fruit. And so we take one.
But you said body parts is the Kiwi class. So what is going with the Kiwi class now, or is it with the Kiwi class?
Okay, I meant body parts will cut across all the noun classes. Like we'll have some parts in this noun class, the other. That's why I said the best way of learning the noun classes and learning the body parts and their noun classes is best just doing like a vocabulary list of the noun classes, the body parts, and then you put the noun classes as a bracket because it will cut across all the noun classes.
Okay, so the body parts will always follow the noun class, and it's not like it goes to another noun class.
Yes.
So when it's mono, it stays in the M class.
Yes.
Okay.
Bless you, Alexander. So guys, I give you 5 minutes break or 2 minutes. You take some not coffee. You can't make coffee right now. Anyway, a small break. We log in again. And we continue with the fruits. Okay.
All right.
Bye. We are in the fruits now, the Jima. I hope you are following. If you're not getting it 100%, you are getting. I'll tell you like my philosophy teacher. If you don't know, if you feel like you are not understanding it 100%, you're in the right track. But if you're understanding 100%, there's something wrong. Yeah. But you need just to get something of it. It will make sense when we start doing it practically. Like it will start to make but right now it should be like, you know, patches, big patches on the screen, which you don't know how to hold them. But that is the process. Don't freak out. Don't run away. Relax. We are going to, it will make sense as we go on. So, Jima Lia. Jima Lia. And this one I'll say, yeah, fruits. Fruits are here. Fruits. And also some other things. Body parts. Let me see. We have body parts, by the way. Not really. But this one is much easier. Because how does it behave? Let us first go to the fruits. Chungwa, machungwa. The good thing about this noun class, I love it because chungwa is orange, right? We all know that. Let me first give you an example, and then I tell you something good about this noun class. Even the word fruit, tunda, matunda, and I'll shift to other things. To other things like shamba, mashamba. Shamba, mashamba, farm. So something great about this noun class is that body parts, jicho, macho. Jicho is eye, macho eyes. We also have some weird example too. Gino, meno. This is the tooth and teeth. We also have jiko, meko. This one can be jiko can be the stove or kitchen. But no, stove. So that jiko, majiko will be the kitchen. Anyway, so I've given some body parts and all that. So this one has the jima, we have jime, we have, yeah. But the good thing about this noun class, leave alone the weird one, Gino and the Jiko. Leave alone just that two. The rest, the plural is ma. That is generally how it behaves. The plural will always be ma. So even if you come across and you know the plural, you will tell like, that is jima. And also something good is that it is the only ma in the noun class groups. It's only the ma in the noun class group. When I say ma, I mean the plural. Muha, mua, kivi, mi, and then this is jima. So the ma, when you see the word and the plural is ma, you know automatically it's under jima. It's at least something which can help when you are maneuvering with the noun class. In an example, gari, magari. Please tell me you know gari. What is gari?
Is a car?
Yes. So, gari limeharibika. Okay, yeah, I'll use this one. I mean, the car has broken down. Kuharibika is to break. To break down, like it needs some fixing. And the plural will be magari. Want to try?
Yameharibika.
Yes, yameharibika. Is Kiara back?
Not yet. I think she's stuck in Tafiki.
Oh, she didn't log in again, so that's why I was like, I remembered. Okay. Anyway, sawa. Gari limeharibika, magari yameharibika. This is how good it is. Jicho.
But Daniel, so
Gino.
this noun class, the singular is not really a common thing. It seems
Yes.
like the singular is completely different, but the unifying thing is the plural, the ma.
Yes, yes. That's what we'll tell you. It's always ma. It's always ma. But just because I always, you can't complete you can't know all the words in a language. I'll say most of it is ma. Because, by the way, it's true. Because, anyway, Gino linauma. Uma is to pain. Don't know if that is English, but at least you'll understand what I mean. The teeth is aching. Is it aching?
Hurt.
Hurting. Okay. Hurting.
Like,
Let me write hurt. And then it will be meno yana kuma. Kuma is to hurt.
Kuuma.
Kuma. Remember, li, the subject prefix for the noun class jima. Na is the present tense, and then the uma is the verb. Bless you. You need to take a lot of dawa
Sorry.
and keeping warm. Don't underestimate the cold in Nairobi, even if it's
indeed.
not big for you, even if it's just a small cold. You'll be okay. So that is Jima. Any question on that? Okay. Precious, Sarah, Kevin. I can't see you guys, so are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I was trying to follow this G, the ma, where ma is the plural, right?
Yes.
I suppose things like Gino and Gico, it's a slight
Different, yeah.
change of rule. Because with that rule, one would have thought Gino mano. But
Yeah, generally it's Gma. It's the ma is really clear. But anyway, we have these irregular ones like Gme. Okay. Sarah, are we good?
could you do an example of an adjective? Like the
Adjective.
way it would change adjective rather than a verb.
I don't want to talk about adjective right now, because
No worries.
yeah, but let's see. No, if you talk about the adjective, it will. Let us first focus on the first part of this one. Maybe
Yeah,
I
I just
can.
meant like Gemma, because you did in
Yeah.
Gemma right before.
Yeah.
So like what would it be? Gary
Gemma?
Liam.
No.
or the old car. You can say the old car is broken down.
Garinze.
Oh.
That's why I didn't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Sorry.
Yeah, it will change our focus. I want us first to focus on this. And remember, basic. We are learning under the basic level. It is STVE, subject, verb, and subject, tense, and the verb. Yeah, but when we start when it will start stick, we'll add that something extra. But good question. I'll answer you one of these days. So we go to the N class. This is the favorite noun class in Nairobi. N class. Everyone uses N class. I call it N class, but you can call it NN to make sense. And it is EZ. This one is more majority of the words in Kiswahili belong in this noun class. And it is dominated mostly with borrowed words. Borrowed words dominate this noun class. Yeah. Borrowed words dominates this noun class. But so since it's most of it, you find that there are people who find themselves misusing and not misusing, but just finding themselves using this noun class on everything, mostly. But yeah, when we are done, actually, it's one of the noun class. I'll tell you, if you feel like the other noun classes are confusing, this is where you start. I'll give you that one as we finish our class. But meanwhile, let us go to the N class. This one, why is it NN? This one tells you that doesn't have a plural. The morphology doesn't change. Nyumba, nyumba. Nyumba is house, right? Chumba was a room. Nyumba, house, and okay, I have not also explained why is it chumba. And again, we have nyumba. We have what we call augmentatives and diminutives. Under key V, you can diminutate words, like make them look small. That is why we have kijiji. Okay, this is just a by the way. Just by the way. Kijiji means village, right? Village. Kijiji is a village. And then Gigi is a what? City. This is like making it, and mji is the mji is town. This Kiswahili, we always have different categories. Okay, I'm just mentioning. Don't worry about it. But I'll just mention. Then this will be the argumentative, because we'll still do it later. And then this is the diminutive. Like what I'm trying to say basically is that in Kiswahili, you can take a noun and show it's a small one, like to show small, extra small from normal, and show extra big and the normal one. This is like a good example. Village is a very small as compared to a town, and GG is bigger than the town. That's what I meant. Anyway, I'm going to delete this because it's not part of our class, but it just popped. So we have nyumba, we have things like hospitali. Now you can tell me those words from English. Hospitali would be the same. Shule, by the way, shule, yes. Many people try to say mashule, but it's not right. Simu. Simu is what? Phone.
Simu is the phone. Okay.
Yeah. Shule is school, right? I think it's borrowed from German. Hospitali from hospital. Also, so that is why we having also things like Baba, Dada, the human beings, our relatives, Baba, Mama, Kaka, all that also behave like N class. It doesn't have a plural. It behaves like noun class, N class. But since it's a human being, we follow the rule of the syntax, our. So just mention. Anyway, how
So
do you conjugate?
the plural of caca is caca?
Yes. Brother. And I mean caca, brother. I hear caca can mean something else in other languages.
So sorry, this one, yeah, that's interesting. So for any word to describe a relationship or relative, rather,
Yeah.
there is none that is the plural. So data, everything, data is also data in here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's just the word that will be, yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So how do we conjugate? I'll talk of our phone because the phone will always break down. So simu imeharibika. The plural will be simu zimeharibika. Kuharibika, we have said, is to break. To break, is it to break or break down? Oh. Sometimes here I find myself in a very English tend to get less in this case. So help me, Ben. How do you say like something when it is not in good condition, working condition? Is it to break or what?
I think it's a bit confusing because you would say that a car breaks down, but a phone you would just say it breaks. So I'm not sure why. You can't break up, you can break down, or you can break, I think. But
okay. So
sorry.
what will you say a phone when phone is not functioning?
Break. Broken.
Break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
More like
So,
But maybe
Yeah, like
maybe
bigger-
breakdown. Maybe breakdown is more colloquial, no? Like also a car
Maybe.
doesn't move, so breaks down.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
But I hope
So that
Mhm.
so isn't the B missing on the singular simu imehari bika?
Sorry. Oh, imehari. Yes, I'm missing. Thank you. Imeharibika. Good indicator that
It's the other way
yeah.
around.
Huh?
So the re should be before the B, right?
Imehari.
Now you're saying
Sorry, yes.
imeharibika.
Imeharibika. So the other re we delete. Nice. You see the way you are very ready to graduate. You can tell. Now you are. When we started, you are not correcting me with spellings, but now you are seeing it. Good job. That's good. That shows that phonetics and your also writing is becoming good. Thank you much.
So Daniel, this noun class is essentially words that don't change between singular and plural. It's not really to do with it. Okay. And typically it's words that are borrowed from other languages. That's why there's quite sorts of modern words here because they weren't in traditional Swahili language. So they've been adopted and they have a syntax, but not really a morphology. They just stay the same in singular. So it's like internet or something. This probably sits in here.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. We go to another noun class. Any question up to there?
So in this class, no matter if it's with N or hospitale borrowed words, all singular are the same like plural.
Yes. Yes.
So,
That's why it's NN. Actually, we call it NN class because you don't need to put the other N because it doesn't change. But what will tell you it's plural singular with is the EZ.
Yeah.
And this one also reminds me of telling you, you remember when we started our classes, when we were learning about habari, there was this common question. Is it habari ya asubuhi or is it habari za? asubuhi. Do you remember that question? Because of the N class. Habari is under N class. So that is why it's habari ya or habari za. Why is it ya? Good question. So we remember we said when it's I plus A brings what? Y. So that is why this is ya. The Y is coming from the I. And remember we have said it's easy. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to talk about this a lot. We'll see how it works when we'll be conjugating those like these and that and the rest. That is when we'll see how perfectly this rule of two vowels coming together, they'll bring a semiconsonant will be more evident. But anyway, yeah, that's the reason. Your question.
Daniel, if you had a word which was, sorry, if you had a word which was completely borrowed, like I assume Wi-Fi, probably that isn't a word, would you then use I-Z?
Yes.
Say if it was a word from another language that you just, maybe like artificial intelligence, because they're not going to invent a word for this, you would use, okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I've answered your question, which habari ya and habari za 5 months later. Yeah. So good. At least I've paid my debt. We can go on. So the last part, not the last, second last. This one is the UN class. And this one is the conjugation is uzi. It behaves like the N class in plural part, but the singular it's you. And this one under the UN class, we have two groups. We have a group of UU, and this one is about abstract. About abstract things. Abstract concepts. Like it doesn't have a plural. For example, upendo. Upendo means love. It's under this noun class. Uhuru. Uhuru means independence. And the rest. David is around. We can say hi. Oh.
Wait.
Hey, habari.
Habari.
Mzuri, mzuri.
Mzuri sana.
Nice seeing you. Okay. So about the abstract concepts, these ones, among others, and this one remains singular. So I'll say, go ahead, Alexander.
No, then they also have UZ for the verb.
No, they don't have UZ. It's just UU, only in singular. That's why I've said one group is UU, abstract, and this one is like upendo, ume.
No, I meant the syntax. The syntax is still UZ.
U. It's still U. Doesn't have a plural. It's just flat singular.
So what is the UZ now that you wrote on?
We have two groups. Yes, this is the first group with UU under the U class. Under the U class, and then I take you to the other one. The other one now is the UN, where we have the plural, the things now. Again, this one doesn't have categories, but mostly these words will have a U. Most of these words will have a U. Ukuta, kuta, That is a wall. Ubao, mbao. Ubao is like piece of timber. Timber. Ukucha. Kucha. Kucha, this is nails. Nail from the finger. Let me write from the finger so that you don't forget. Don't think of the nail for construction. Yeah, among others. Okay. This noun class, I'll not talk about a lot because sometimes you also have some, it here, actually I call it one of not my favorite noun classes because it has 5 categories. Things like wimbo, nyimbo, songs, W and NY. We have Wayo, Nyayo, okay, I don't talk about, we've already mentioned, we have U and theta, we have U and MB, we have W and NY, 1, 2, 3, we have other categories. Okay. Someone. Yes, timber or wood. By the way, that's a good question. Ubao. Yes, it's timber. Timber. Anyway, help me here. Kevin is asking, ubao, is it timber or wood?
Should be piece of wood, no?
Piece of wood. Okay. What about timber? What is timber?
Usually processed wood is timber.
Okay.
No?
So I'll just say timber or wood, both. I'll just say both because when I'm talking of a well-processed, I'll still say mbao, ubao for the one to make roofs. But wood in Kiswahili, no. Because wood, the wood is the one which you put in fire, right?
Yes.
So in Kiswahili, when we are saying about the one which you put in fire, we'll talk about things like gogo, a big piece of wood, or kuni. That's what we'll say in Kiswahili.
The clock is expiring on the session.
Sorry?
The clock is expiring on our session.
Okay. So, yeah, let's come back with this and then we finish the other noun classes.
Yeah, I'm here.
So, when we are talking of wood in Kiswahili, the wood, the one which you use for fire, we usually call it kuni. That's how someone will say kuni. Ukuni, kuni, by the way. We can add it in our list. Ukuni, and the plural is kuni, to mean wood. But when we are talking of the one which is made, maybe for to make something, that is what we call it mbao. Ubao, mbao. It will be ukuni umevunjika. Kuvunjika is to, again, is that break again? Too. To cut into pieces, like by breaking. Is that breaking, Ben?
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Oh. Okay. Ben, I need some help here.
You're asking if wood breaks. Is that the correct
Yes.
verb?
Is it break? Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
okay.
It's snap, but probably break. Splinter would be even, but no, break is good, I think.
To split. Okay, yeah, splinter. But is splinter not
Splinter's
like
when it
with a purpose?
snaps.
You are doing it.
Yeah, it would be like when it, like a twig or something snaps and it has little bits coming off. But also Kevin should get English challenge questions.
Yeah.
Which is me.
So, but basically, kuvunjika actually, I think can mean break or splinter too. Kuvunjika. And you've realized that we have many forms of break. When something is made and it breaks down, when now it is into pieces, all that. Oh, my video is off and I'm trying to show, I'm using gestures, like, I mean, that is break or splinter. Umevunjika, if it's a piece of wood or timber, we'll say that. Anyway, so that is it.
And what would be the plural for kuni? So it would be that sentence in plural.
It will be do you want to try? Kuni.
I would have said kuni,
You'll have said
something, but it sounds like it should be an I, but I
it would be the
confused.
Z. Zime.
Oh, Z. Okay.
The U class, we said
okay, it's the UN class.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's not like Upendo. Upendo is UU class. Right?
UU. It's just doesn't have a plural, it's abstract. We can't count the number of Upendo, of love. Okay. So with that, we go to the other noun class, which is more of place. I call it a place noun class. Noun class. And this one, it is in 3. Pa, ku, mu. Pa, ku, mu. And pa, ku, and mu. That's how it is. This one, it only makes sense. Okay, let me define it. Pa is specific. Ku is general. And mu, it always talk about inside. What do I mean? When I'm talking about place can be Nairobi, can be in the house, can be at the beach, can be in the car. That is what I mean. At the garage, side of the road, whatever the place, name of a place you call it. Okay? And Kiswahili places, that is why we have nyumbani. You remember there is nyumba. Nyumba is the structure of the house, but as a place, nyumbani. So I'll say nyumbani, and I'm being more specific. Nyumbani pana, let me use pendeza. To pendeza is to, like, it's appealing, it's attractive. That's what I mean. Like, it's nice. This good scene, nice scenery. My spellings attractive. Like, it looks nice. My place my home looks nice. Panapendeza. When I'm more specific around the home. But if I'm more general, nyumbani, okay, kunapendeza. So it can be my neighbor's place, can be just around the neighborhood in my home. But when I'm more panapendeza, it's specifically in the premises of my home. This one is more general. And the other one, nyumbani mnapendeza. I mean inside. I mean inside. Inside the house. That's where it is. It looks nice. Okay, let me give you another example. We have said places. Nairobi. Nairobi. And I'll say there is rain. Okay? Nairobi. Let me use Westlands to make more sense. Westlands, pana, there is, and rain is mvua. Westlands, pana mvua. Here, I mean specifically Westlands. And if you listen, like you are trying to think about Westlands and you know where I am from, you know exactly it's around that place, around where I am. But when I say Westlands kuna mvua, it can be either that place I am staying or around that place or generally around Westlands. Anyway, in this case, you can't use inside because we are talking of a place. So the mu will not be applicable. Anyway, in this noun class, people are not more specific. Someone can use the pa and ku at the same time, but the mu, it's specifically for inside. So someone can use the pa. Maybe they mean general. It's a noun class which I think with the time it will come to blend in after people stop using with its specific use. I don't know if I have really explained this noun class. Is it clear what I've explained?
So if I say your place, like Daniel's home, it's nice, then I would say the specific because it's specific. It's Daniel's home.
Yes.
And if I say to be home is nice, that's a general thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But earlier you were telling us Mombasa. You says Mombasa kuna mvua.
General.
So okay. It's not
so what I meant, maybe it's just.
So if we had said Mombasa pana mvua, then it was specific to this time, to this moment.
Specific to where I am in Mombasa, the part of Mombasa I am.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I say kuna mvua, it can be here, it can be somewhere else, like place within Mombasa, apart from where I am.
So if you say Africa is hot, that is on the general.
Yes. Yes.
But okay.
Any other question on that? Lesia, you good?
More or less, but let's go on. I think I need more time to understand this part.
Okay. As I said earlier, if you just have something, that is the progress. If you have everything now, that is a problem. I need to repeat the whole topic. So if you have something, good, bravo. The last one, which is not in the book, I'll call it ku. I call it cuckoo. Cuckoo is chicken, but I'm not talking about the chicken right now. I'm talking of a noun class. And this one, cuckoo, I'm more concerned on the verbal nouns. Verbal nouns. So I'm going to add something small for what you already know. What is kusoma? To read. To read, right? That is what you know, because the ku is infinity, right? But also kusoma can mean reading when it's a noun. So the ku in this case is bringing it to be a verbal noun. What do I mean? An example in a sentence. Is reading. No, I want a better one. Anyway, I don't have an option. I have to say he's reading. Or cooking. Kupika kwake kunapendeza. His or her cooking is generally good. It's attractive. It's appealing. It's nice. His is coming from kwake. You remember ake? Ake is his or hers from the possessives we learned. And then the KW is bringing in the because of ku. But I am more concerned on the kupika. In this case, I mean the cooking, the action as a noun, verbal noun. I don't know if it makes sense.
So the second ku at the beginning, ku. So the ku is normally in the brackets for the conjugation. So you have kupika, kunapendeza. The ku for the kupika, you have kunapendeza.
Yes,
But
kunapendeza.
normally you have the verb, the noun class, and then you have in brackets how you conjugate the verbs.
This noun class, yeah, the syntax.
Yes, this is, and so you conjugate also with ku.
With ku, but this is because it's a verbal noun. Mostly, yeah, actually, just something else to add. You see, kupika is the noun. If you have noticed, we have noticed that Kiswahili starts with the noun. Like the noun is what starts in the sentence. So, and when it starts, you have to conjugate with it. Peter?
Is that plural in the verbal nouns?
Sorry?
Is there a plural in the verbal nouns?
No, it's just ku. Just ku. Kuku. It remains ku.
So ku, that's the plural. Kuku.
Like that. Ku, sorry, I made a mistake there. Like it's just ku without, it doesn't have a plural. It's always kuku. The other ku, it should be into bracket, the syntax.
Yes, that's what I meant earlier with the conjugation of the verb.
Yeah.
So, but there's no plural.
There is no plural. Maybe in this case, if I wanted to put plural, I'll just change the possessive. They are cooking. I'll just change there, but the KW will remain. I don't know if that is plural or what. Any question up here?
And the other verbs, the other person of the verbs, they remain unchanged. Yeah. So the noun classes, they change only the third person singular and plural.
Yes. Yeah. Any other question? Okay. So with that, I'll mention just very quick. I'll just introduce something like this and okay. Yeah, I'll just mention roughly. I'll not take it like more deep, but just roughly on this and this. This. So, and I'll just give examples. Mtoto huyu anacheza. That is this child. Just a mention. We'll come and do it in the next class. This child is playing. Watoto hawa wanacheza. Children are playing. Then kitabu, which is a book, kitabu hiki kina raruka. This book is tearing. Vitabu hivi vinararuka. Mti huu unaanguka, to fall. This tree is falling. Miti hii inaanguka. Okay, let me put the G matu and I'll stop there. We said it's gari hili linaanguka. Can also use to fall. This guy is fall. Magari haya yanaanguka. And then the last one, simu hii inaharibika. Haribika, this phone is breaking. And simu hizi zinaharibika. I'll just write these examples for today, just to show you like an example of how we can conjugate noun classes. Don't worry about the these and this. We'll make a list for that in the next class. But at least you can see that. And then mtoto watoto wa, kitabu ki, vitabu vi, mti u, miti i, gari li, magari ya, simu i, simu zi. Just an example of how you can apply the noun class. Yes, Ben?
And the principle of this and these is that there's a rule or there's a fixed this or these for each noun class, and you have to use that one. That's basically
yes. So yeah, when you are doing the this and this, you just have again to know like, okay, this is how it works. But when we draw a chart of it, you will be able to see there is a certain pattern which it's not really a rule, but there is a pattern which will give you an idea by understanding the noun classes. Don't worry about the this and this right now. I was just giving you like how now the noun classes will be applied when we'll be doing the noun class. Just to have an idea. I think this is what we'll do in the next class. Our time has gone a lot. And then again, the noun classes, I can see your faces. You're already tired. So introducing a new concept, it's not fair.
So isn't there a noun class for animals?
Animals? No, it's only one.
Okay.
Good question. You have reminded me of something. So at start,
Okay,
which are the best noun classes we can use? At start, I'll advise you to use mua. Be very keen on mua. Mua awa, right? These are very important noun class. When you are speaking, if you call someone a thing, it want to sound good. So make sure you know the mua and awa, how to conjugate it. The other one, it sounds bad when you are starting to learn. Remember, you are starting. So key V is also good to know. Things with key and V. It will sound bad in a native ear when you are mixing a word and a noun class key with something else. It will sound rude when you are mixing, it's a human being and you are trying to put another noun class conjugation. It will sound rude. And then the other one, you can use NN to the rest. These three are noun classes which you must know so that you can, in your learning, remember I'm saying, you just know like where to start. I'm not saying the other noun classes are not important. They are very important. You'll sound off. But at least if you are able to, the for human beings and animals, the conjugation of key V and then the N class, because most of the words, borrowed words and other words are in N class. So at least you'll find that most of the time when you are making your sentences with these three, it's at least more than 50% right. But you can add now again the me and the rest slowly in your. But these ones, these three, you have to start with them. At least you have to know them. I don't know if I've meant it's okay with that. Sarah, Precious, Kevin.
Can you pull the board back up? I was writing that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me hope it's there. Okay, it's here.
Thank you.
I'm good.
You can start from here and build more. Don't pressure yourself with the 8 noun classes. You can start from here and build up as you perfect your Kiswahili. The other thing is, how are you going to learn? Practice and practice and practice. This one doesn't have a formula the way we were saying, you know, if it's I, it's me and all that. This one is more of practice. The more you come across new vocabulary, new words, the more you place them in the right noun class. And yeah, you remember them and you become better. So from now going forward, the best advice is make sure you know the noun and the plural so that you know where to place in your noun class. That will help you a lot. But anyway, Nairobians use these 3. Even they are even worse. Some people will even use the N, even for kivi. Kiatu kitabu inararuka. You hear someone saying that. So at least, but I want you to have good grasp of speaking so that you don't find yourself in Tanzania or in the coast and then you start regretting why you didn't learn. Because to be honest, they laugh. They're like, oh, that's really off. They even laugh at Kenyans. You know, Kenyans, instead of saying asante, they'll say asanti. So, yeah, but asante is not right. You should say asante. So when you say, oh, you go to Tanzania and then say asante, they make fun of you. They know you are Kenyan, from Nairobi specifically. Kevin, are you done writing?
Oh yeah, I've been done. Sorry.
Anyone else? Everyone has written, like you don't need, I can take it out. Okay, I'm pulling it down. Any question, any observation, any suggestion before we wind up the class? Ben, are you there?
No.
It's frozen.
Oh, it's frozen. Okay, yeah, it's back. You know, when we are growing up, our parents, you couldn't put your hand like the way he was holding like this. You couldn't put your hand near your chin.
Became unstable. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, I think my Wi-Fi is breaking.
I was saying when we are growing up, you couldn't, if you put your hands on near your chin, like here or here, it means that someone is worried or is like really the head is having a lot of worries. So they always put their hands away. Like your parent will maybe slap you or do something to take it out. Like, oh no, that's bad. You shouldn't. So when
Tell us,
I
Ben,
just got a big head.
we're all friends here.
So my neck gets tired holding it up all day.
We are all friends. You can tell us your problems, Ben.
and especially after having a 2 hours class of noun class and then seeing you holding your hand, then I'm like, okay, have I done a big yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. I think I'll see you next week.